Hello everybody, Shelly here. I am super excited because I have a ridiculous haul. I have all of this stuff. I'm not quite sure where it came from. It just sort of started arriving, and then I realized I had made a couple purchases when I was on vacation. I'd ordered some stuff and it all came in about the time I got home. So we're gonna go through a couple of the things that we're gonna go through a lot of the things that I picked up. Some of it you might be excited about. Some of it I'll tell you why I decided to try it, and then maybe we'll come back and do a face full of some of this new stuff. This is all either new releases, brand new purchases, things that I just heard about. Some of them may not be like brand new on the market, but I think some of them are. So the first thing, and I think this might be my only hair care splurge item, this is the Bond Building Repair Trio from Bumble and Bumble. I haven't tried this before, but I thought it might actually be really good. It's a repair trio. This is Bond Building Repair Trio. Honey Bond Building Complex, and that's the active ingredient. So we've got a conditioner, we've got a shampoo, and we've got a hair treatment. And I'm trying to remember if that was that might have been, I think I was reading an article on the plane, like an Allure or an InStyle type article on some of the best products out there, and then it kind of coincided with Amazon Prime Day. So that became an add to cart sickness. The other one is this Biossance, the Hydration Hits. This is like a squalene set. It's got a repair oil and a repair cream and a rose oil, like a vitamin C rose oil. I have other Biossance, I think I'm saying that right, like oils. And I had this horrible reaction to a ring on my finger, and I used a little bit of that every day, and it's helped immensely. It's something that maybe I'll rub on my neck if I'm feeling saggy. Maybe I'll dab it under my eyes if I feel like I need a little extra hydration. I just kind of keep it at my desk. But I picked this up because the squalene in here I've heard really good things about, and so I'm like, okay, we're gonna give this a try. I think this one was like maybe 25 bucks on Amazon Prime, the Prime Day sale. Okay, I do have a number of SPF things in here. This actually I picked up at Walgreens recently. I picked up 2 of these Milani Primers. This one says SPF 30. So I don't know if you guys have tried this, but I'm excited to try it. I'm curious to see how it works, because normally when I do my skincare, I'll do my moisturizers, I'll do my, you know, the serums, the moisturizers, then do my sunscreen, wait while I get dressed, while I do body lotion, while I do whatever else, give it a little bit of chance to dry down, and then go in with my primer, my foundation, or whatever else I have going on my face. And this is being an SPF primer, like a 2-in-1. I don't know, we'll have to see how my skin reacts to it, but it was new and I had to go to Walgreens, so I picked that up. You were meant to try it. Okay, I did also pick up this. This is a Super Goop Glow Oil. Good friend of mine that I met on a trip to Cabo one time noticed that we were all kind of crisping as we stood there, and she grabbed some of this and started spraying it on our legs and the tops of our feet. And I was like, wait, it's oil, so how is it also a sunscreen? So I picked up a small version of this. I figured I'd give it a try. I mean, it's ridiculously hot in the town that I live in. It's summer, you know, when I'm on the dry side of the state. And so with it being this hot and stuff, I thought, you know what, now's a good time to try this as a glow oil. It broad spectrum, it says SPF 50. So if this works and it looks good on your skin, I'll be super excited. Recently, I was mesmerized by one of Tati's return videos, and she did a full face of drugstore makeup. A lot of the items were just some of her new faves. If I can remember and I can find it, I'll link her video down below. I got excited again for Catrice, and I'll try to link it in here. I have done a video of some Catrice makeup before, but I didn't try this foundation. This is the HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. It says it lasts up to 24 hours. It's mattifying second skin effect. She raved about this, so Tati made me buy it. So I'm gonna try this. I'll do a face full of some of this stuff and just see how it goes. I also, this is kind of a splurge, but I picked up these 2 Stila skin balms. They're a tinted moisturizer, but I thought they would actually be really good for like under eyes, because I love to put extra hydration under my eyes, you know, the whole lady of a certain age thing. The packaging is gorgeous. It's like a rose gold. This is the darker one. I've already swatched it. I think this is the darker one. No, this is the lighter one. I've already swatched it a little bit because I was playing with it, and it feels like Something else I've tried recently, actually, you know what it feels like? It almost feels a little bit like this butter bronzer, this Better Believe It Putty Primer, which feels more greasy than, say, the e.l.f. Putty Primer. But this has that same kind of consistency. This is the lighter shade, which is probably too light for me right now. It might work as an under eye brightener. So I'm excited to play with that. I haven't put it on my face yet. I just swatched it. And then this is the other shade that I got. Did I need 2 shades? Probably not, but I did these online, so I didn't know which shade to get. This one is actually shade 4, and it's significantly darker than shade 2. Is that the other one that I have? The first one I swatched was shade 2. This one is shade 4, so you would think it would be a little darker. And it looks like a little bit lighter than a perfect match, but that to me looks like it might be a better sort of under eye balm. Oh yeah, I like how that looks. I already have a face full of makeup, so might as well just add some more to it, right? So I'll be excited to try this a little bit. You know, we'll layer it with some other products and we'll just see how it goes. But it's a little, I want to think these are like 30 bucks a piece, which is a little pricier than I probably needed to spend. But I'm like, you know what? A tinted hydrating balm? A tinted balm. Not like a tinted moisturizer, but a tinted balm? That sounds like perfect under eye hydration coverage. I'm excited about it. Okay, the other thing that she talked about, these JCat, I guess she talked about a JCat palette. Now, she actually used the deep one, which was out of stock, and then it was back in stock, and then by the time I went to buy it again, it was out of stock again. So I went ahead and just picked up the light colored one. This is a JCat Masterclass Face FX Color Palette. It's basically, it's still even taped, but it's basically like a cream concealer type thing, maybe a little bit of color correcting because you've got kind of like maybe a peach color, more of a yellow color. You've got some different colors for, I guess, different times of year. I think I was a little more excited about the darker one because I thought that gave me some maybe contour options, and I really love the e.l.f. cream contour palette. So I thought this might be actually, maybe it's a good comparison. It's JCat, so it's very affordable. But because I couldn't get the bigger one, I decided to pick up this small quad. It's called a Spectrum palette, Spectrum contour palette. And it seemed like, oh, and it's taped shut too. Let me open this one here. This one feels a little bit more familiar to me because it looks a lot more like the e.l.f. one, except for the e.l.f. contour palette, the cream contour palette is like at least double the size, if not quadruple the size. So I'll be curious. I think this has been inside long enough now to kind of re-solidify. It was out in the sun, you know, when it was delivered. I didn't leave it out on my porch for too long. I didn't go out and grab it right away. But I thought this kind of gave me some of the darker colors. It gave me kind of a warm one and a cool one. And then of course, obviously, this peachy color here might be a little bit of a color corrector for me. But I thought I would maybe try this along with the big masterclass just to see if that gave me some fun coverage. So if you're curious if that works on a lady of a certain age and not just, you know, a superstar YouTuber with millions and millions of subscribers, let me know. I'll bring it back to you guys in a video. She also mentioned this. She had this as one of her top favorites of all time. I think most of these were like the favorites that she tried either in 2020 in her year of confinement or whatever you want to call it, in her absence, or things that she tried this year. I'm gonna have to go back and look, sorry. But this is a palette she recommended. This has a number of different products that I think are the kind of like the go-to tried and trues. We do have a couple highlighters. We do have this kind of weird mixed, it says it's a limited edition. Okay, so 4 of the items on here are limited edition. We've got the Miramura Butter Bronzer, which I think is the original OG bronzer. We have a pearl, Mineral Glow Pearls. We've got a powder, multicolored pressed powder, a matte Monoi Butter Bronzer, Rose All Day Petal Glow, and a Happy Booster Glow. I don't know. This is a blush, I think. So this might be kind of fun to play with too, powder products as opposed to all these creams. Okay, I think that was all I got that was sort of recommended and that I picked up because of Tati. She could sell flypaper to a fly, I'm telling you right now. And when I ordered some of this stuff, I got the Catrice Foundation. I also picked up, while I was shopping, this Catrice eyebrow pencil. I don't know why. It drew my attention. But because I ordered some Catrice products, they actually sent me this Catrice Cosmetics Prime and Fix Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. So I like setting sprays. I was glad to get it for free. I want to think it was like maybe $12 before, so it's actually a good value that I got it for free. And then because I was on a Ulta, a little bit of shopping spree, I picked up a few other things I thought I would just kind of show you really fast. This is the Essence Stay Lip Liner. I don't know if I have this shade. I can't remember who recommended this shade. It might have been Allie Glines, because I feel like she would use this sort of nudie, neutral, cool toned, pinky nudie rose. You know what I'm saying. And that is actually really pretty. So I'm excited to have that because I think it's actually going to look really good. And then I saw again in that article, that InStyle, I think it was InStyle article, about some of the favorite products, some of the editor's favorite products. So this is the L'Oreal Color Riche Nude Intense Lipstick. And it's been so long since I've bought a L'Oreal lipstick like this. I don't know if it's a new formula, but I thought the color was like everyday perfect wearing color. I should put it on right now, but I can't be bothered. So I thought that was actually just like a really good, and it feels super comfortable. The component is a little strange. It's got a weird kind of contour to it, and I think it's because you can end up lining your lip a little bit with the tip, glide on a little bit, but it seems very soft and comfortable. And I like the component. I forgot how much I like this little component. So it's very pretty. It's one of those that feels good kind of pulling it out of your purse because it is so pretty. These I was intrigued about. So these are J-Cat products. Again, I think when I was kind of looking for that J-Cat Masterclass palette, I picked up these two. These are under eye balms. One of them says anti-fatigue. Actually, they both say anti-fatigue. One of them is a shea butter extract, and the other one is cucumber and aloe extract. And they had mixed reviews, but you know, I use the Becca Anti-Fatigue under eye balm on occasion, the blue one, and I don't mind it. I don't know that it does anything for me, but when I saw this, I'm like, okay, that actually looks like a dupe for it. So I might put them side by side. I don't smell anything. I don't see how that's I mean, it's a scentless cucumber aloe extract, which seems kind of strange. But I'll try these and see which one I like better, because I do, like I said, like under eye balms. That Stila I think might be a winner. We'll have to see. I think there's, out of all the times that I've made a purchase on something that Tati has recommended, I think there was only one fail that I bought it and I was like, oh, this is horrible for a lady of a certain age with dry to normal skin, and I was like, okay, this just does not work for me, and I ended up taking it back. It wasn't a good fit, and I don't remember what the product was, but I didn't keep it. Might have been a Smashbox maybe? I don't remember. Anyway, this is a new eyelid primer. This is actually from Juvia's Place. And they came out with a bunch of these tinted ones. This one's color 2. But I tried this one time already and I was so impressed. And again, it looks just like a nude concealer. You could probably use it as a concealer if you wanted to. And it had enough opacity, but then blended out and dried down, and it seemed like a really good solid base to the eye look that I was doing. So I'm gonna actually play around with this a little bit more. It could be just a real sleeper. I love Juvia's Place palettes. I have a pretty good size collection of them. And I've done a few videos with the Juvia's Place before. I don't know if I think I've done even like a full face of it. I don't know, it's been a long time since I bought Juvia's Place, but when this came out, I'm like, you know what? I'm fascinated by that. I'm excited about that. So we'll give that a try. Picked up another Milani blush. This is a cream blush called 1100 Nude Kiss Cheek Kiss. It's a lot of kissing. This feels very balmy. Reminds me a little bit of the e.l.f. blush. Putty blushes. Reminds me a little bit of the e.l.f. Putty blushes, but I thought that color was actually really pretty. And if it's a drugstore dupe of a dupe, I mean, I don't know. Inexpensive. We like playing with inexpensive makeup, right? Okay, speaking of Milani, I picked up this as well. This is the Cream to Powder Foundation. I missed the boat on that other Cream to Powder Foundation that was like TikTok famous that everybody fell in love with. So I don't really need any more on my face right now, but this is a Cream to Powder Foundation. My nose was looking a little red earlier. Might as well take this out. And it does come, it comes in one of those clamshells that has the mirror on it and has a little sponge thing on it. I don't usually use these, but my nose was looking a little irritated and red. We'll have to play around with this too. I don't know why I got so many complexion products, but I did. Okay. I don't normally use under eye correctors. It's not something I normally gravitate towards, but this is a brightening under eye tint, and this is in shade Peach. It says Milani Supercharged. I think that, I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it might have a little caffeine in it. It's, I think this might actually be, it feels like it's actually got a pretty good amount of coverage. So we'll have to try that under eyes and just see how makeup sits on top of it. If I can get it to work for me, that might be kind of good. I keep rubbing it in and it seems to be absorbing into the back of my hand and looking pretty darn good. I'll be curious to see if this creases or acts weird in any kind of way. Speaking of Milani, and I mentioned this before, I picked up that other, as I mentioned before, I picked up this SPF primer, but I also picked up this No Pore Zone mattifying primer. I've used this like the last 3 days and have absolutely fallen in love with it. This is a fantastic primer. I want to think that these Milani primers are maybe a little bit more expensive. They're not expensive as like the NYX stuff that you get at Walgreens, but I'm shocked. I don't know why I've never tried this before, but it's really, really, really good. Highly recommend. Okay, and then I don't know why this is in here. I think because I was using some of the other Milani products, I grabbed this and put it in here too. I got this a little while ago. This is the Milani Fruit Fetish in Dragon Fruit Peach Scented Spray, it says. And I think I've used it a few times. It actually feels a little refreshing right now when it's so hot outside. So I grabbed it because I figure if you're interested in any of these other things, you might as well pick that up too. Okay, recently I did a video with some cream products, and one of the things that I reminded myself that I really liked were these NYX blushes. They're called Sweet Cheeks, soft cheek tint, like a mousse blush thing. I have one color already. I went ahead and picked up 2 more just for fun. I've been playing around with those Natasha Denona blush serums and have enjoyed them so much. That one's kind of a little bit more of a nude shade. They remind me a little bit of the Flower blush bombs as well. Flower Beauty has those blush bombs that I've talked about in my dupes video that I'll try to remember to link. That's one that's a little bit more of a kind of a corally orangey color. But look how pretty those are. I think I was so disappointed with the Rare Beauty one that I'm like, okay, there's gotta be some good solid liquid creamy moussey type blushes, and those are actually really pretty. I used these yesterday. I felt like when I powdered over the top of it, it kind of lifted it a little bit, so I had to kind of go back in and build it up a little bit more. I don't have these on today. I should. These just went on so nice. It was a little thicker formula than say the Flower Beauty one, I think, but I've been playing with these colors and again doing kind of what I do with the Natasha Denona ones, which means I build it up a little bit, but these have significantly more product, it feels like. Pick those up. You guys, this is a crazy haul. I didn't realize I had gathered this much stuff in like a week. Okay, I did place an order to ColourPop. Now I have used these little quad eyeshadows and quad blushes before and was shocked by how much I liked them. So I picked up this one. This one's Cream Soda. And it's more of kind of like your everyday neutral. There's other YouTubers that have been talking about these shades as just kind of being like a normal, everyday, neutral, fast, easy look. These tend to be, this one tends to be a little light for me, I think. I haven't used it yet, but it looks a little light in the pan from what I normally like to use. So this is gonna be one that if I do, when I do use that, I'm gonna end up having to do kind of a fun, when I do use that, I'm going to end up having to do kind of a fun eyeliner. And this is a travesty. So I picked up another one, and this was one that is completely destroyed. 2 of the shades, and I didn't actually even see this. This is a Creamsicle, and I'm sad because I think that they were kind of running out of some of the other ones, so I'm going to have to contact them. I don't think it's going to be too late to return it, but let's just see. And then this one is Mocktail. That was sad because Creamsicle looked like it had really good shades, and this is Mocktail. This one actually looks really pretty. Warm shades. We've got kind of like a gold in here. We've got a good neutral matte. We've got a warmer color and a bronze. This looks like this is a much better daily wear than maybe the Creamsicle. I think Creamsicle is the one you use when you need to do like a fun eyeliner. Okay, and then I think I picked up one of these blushes. So this is a cheek palette in Sugar Frosted. I have 2 of them. I have 2 of the quad eyeshadows and 2 of the quad blushes so far. And this one's completely destroyed as well. That's disappointing. It's sad because I picked them up and I didn't even look at them. Okay, and then I also picked up, again, I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but I've been really excited. I think I mentioned it in another video that I recently filmed. I'm getting caught up on some stuff. But I've been really excited about orange blushes. So I picked up this. I think this might have come in the Poppy collection, but this is a pressed powder blush in the shade Foxy, and that's the shade. It's a pretty big pan size. I'm going to put a little of this on right now. Let's see. I've got 2 other blushes on right now, but we might as well just kind of build it up over the top. I've just been really digging like an orange or peach colored blush lately. And I don't know why. It doesn't smell like peaches or anything else. It just is a pretty blush. And then for whatever reason, I think they were giving away these skin tints. I don't know if all 3 of these little samples are the same, but this was like a free gift with purchase. Hydrating foundation is what it says on it. So like a 3-pack of foundations. They actually might travel very well. Okay, you guys, recently Jaclyn Hill launched her Bougie Rougie collection. I picked up 4 pieces from that collection. This one is the Love Languages. I think this is a loose Luminous Rouge Blush Rouge in the shade Love Languages. So this is, because I need more blush. Look at this packaging though. I know it's bulky. You're not going to travel with it, but I think it actually would look really pretty in a vanity. Oh, and I think she color coded them. So this one must be the more of the corally 2 that I got, but let me look. Oh, I like that it's very satisfying. The other one is Loverboy. Yeah, it says Luminous Rouge on it. I think these were like her loose powders, but then she mixed it with a like a blush color, like a loose blush. Okay, I'm gonna tap a little bit into the lid. I've got a little bit here. We're over abusing blush right now. Why not? Okay, that's actually, this was the lighter of the 2. And I know I'm layering on blush here, you guys, but that's actually really pretty. Again, with the orange blush. Who knew? Who knew that I would like orange blush? Okay, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. I didn't buy her cream blushes. I was more intrigued by these. And I don't know why. I couldn't tell you the last time I picked up a loose powder blush. She did say that some of her formula and stuff was very revolutionary. This seems so pigmented. Let's just see. Oh yeah, that's almost like a lipstick pink. That's very pretty. They're both pretty. I don't know which one's going to use. I know it's hard to tell. We're going to have to come back and play with these with a face full of makeup, but I did pick up 2 of the lipsticks from the Jaclyn Bougie Rougie launch. This one's called Last First Kiss. I think these are like a liquid matte lip. I'm swatching these with the wrong hand. Oh, that's really pretty. Wow, okay, I like that. This one is called Promised. So let's take a look. I think this is a little bit more cool toned. And again, swatching it with the wrong hand, so I'm a little awkward doing this. Oh yeah. When I saw the Bougie Rougie collection, some of those colors looked so bold and crazy, and I thought, how in the world would I ever be able to wear these? These both look like fantastic everyday. Some of the new purchases, I'm super excited about it. Okay, last thing on my haul list. This is the Life's a Drag Facelift Color Palette. As far as like larger palettes go, this seems to have a little bit of everything in it. You've got your half that is all neutrals. Then you've got your half of a little bit bolder colors, and you've got a couple shimmers right here in the middle. When I first saw this, I immediately thought of the Raw Beauty Christie palette. It was like they were all sitting side by side. This seemed to have that. But then I started looking at it a little bit more, and I'm like, okay, that actually looks really usable and really functional. And as far as a larger palette goes, the actual pan sizes are a little bit smaller than what I'm used to. So I thought this actually might be a really, really fun palette to play with. Then I remembered I actually have the C Color Cosmetics dupe. This is Dope 2 for the original Life's a Drag palette. So that's what that looks like. And what I think I need to do is bring you guys, and what he said he did is he took his original Life's a Drag palette and he added some more shades to it. So what I want to do is take the C Color Cosmetics dupe, Dope 2, put it up against the new Life's a Drag Facelift palette, and see if we can come up with the same look. Same look on both eyes. The pan sizes in here are bigger. I'm guessing his original palette had bigger pan size. At least it feels like it. Are we? Yeah, pan size is definitely bigger. But I think that if we've got the same colors, we've got the dupes, why not do a dupe video with the Sync Color Cosmetics and the Life's of Drags palette. That way it gives me a chance to play with it too. This is a lot of stuff, you guys. I had two dead soldiers. We're gonna have to send these back to ColourPop. Hopefully they can replace them for me. All right, you guys, I hope you guys are doing really well. If there was anything on this haul that you were like, oh my gosh, I am so excited to get your take on it, let me know. I'll bump it to the top of the playlist, the video record list. I have some other stuff to film and to show you, and I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming back around. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. I've lost a couple subscribers. I gained a bunch and then I've lost a couple and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because things are opening back up and people are spending less time on YouTube or what the case is, but you guys that keep coming back around, you keep me going, and this is a creative outlet for me. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not sponsored, affiliated, endorsed. I bought all this crap with my own money. Don't recommend you dumping a bunch of money, but if we can come up with some good budget-friendly options or some things that really work well for ladies of a certain age, I am all about sharing that with you. So until my next video, I hope you guys much love and happiness, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.